Welcome everyone. Today we're just going to flow on the floor. With this practice, you will feel that your whole upper body is getting a little bit more relaxed and lengthened and spacious. Also, release anything in the lower back area. Your legs are going to be feel great. And let's get started with a very easy seated pose, which means if you cross your feet, relax your knees down, you're coming into that position nice and slow, moving back and forth, side to side a bit, balancing your sit bones. Now roll your shoulders up, back, and down 2 or 3 times to make sure your spine is long. Relax your hands down, the back of your hands somewhere on the top of your thighs or knees, palms are facing up. And the last part is the head. Balance your head on the top of the spine, getting into a great long spinal position. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly relax your chin down close to the chest. Feel the back of your neck is stretching. And start rolling your head from shoulder to shoulder, or even full circles. Go both ways. Nice and slow. Now keep in mind, you always want to warm up your neck, the cervical spine, and the lower back before you start moving. Good. And then as you inhale, lift up your head. Good. Right arm comes above your head. As you take a breath in, exhale, cover your left ear, tilt your head to the right side, and just relax the left palm down beside you on the floor. Breathe in and out to notice how you feel on the left side from shoulder to ear. Keep a nice, steady, relaxed breathing. Good. And then switch the side. Left arm up. Inhale, exhale. Cover your right ear, tilt your head, and your right palm is pressing down. Breathe through. Good. And then once you're back in the center, both arms down. As your hands are coming on the top of your thighs or knees, just draw some circles in the air with your upper body, noticing how you feel in your lower back right now. And as we get the neck warmed up, we warm up the lower back a bit too. Good. Go towards the opposite direction. Good. And once you're back in the center, lift up nice and straight. Good. Now bring your knees, your feet together and transition on all fours. Your knees are underneath your hip. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. And the first movement is to relax your feet, tapping down through your feet a little bit. Good. Relax your feet. Take a breath and lift the chin and the tailbone. Let the belly sink, look up. And as you exhale, round your back. Inhale, lift the chin and the tailbone. Let the belly sink, look up. Exhale, round. Now just notice how you feel in the spine right now. Move slowly and synchronize your movement with your breath. Good. And slowly come back to center. And as you open your knees as wide as your mat, bring your big toes together. Come down on your elbows. Press back slowly as you exhale. Try to sit back towards your heels and relax your forehead down. You can slowly move the hips side to side. It's a very gentle opener for the hip. Move a little bit one side and the other. Good. And once you're back in the center, walk on your hands all the way towards the left side. Relax your hip to the right side. Forehead down on the mat. Breathe through. Good. And then coming out, let's go towards the opposite direction, the same distance if you can do that. And then again, relax your head in between your upper arms. Relax your hip back down close to your heels as much as you can. Good, and then slowly lift your head and walk back with your hands underneath your shoulders. And now as you're coming up straight with your upper body, relax back on your heels. At this point, only bring all your weight on your heels if this is comfortable for you. If it's too much, keep some of the weight on the front, on your hands, and then stay, breathe through, in and out. Good. And then come forward. Walk your hands all the way towards the front. Bring your knees back together. And just slide your right knee forward. And then the left leg goes back all the way, nice and straight. Now notice if you are able to keep your hips square towards the front and your hands are down on the side, pressing back, pressing against the mat with both hands or fingers. And if you can, bring your arms out towards the side and maintain the balance. And notice if you move your back foot a little bit in the back, you can correct and you can balance easier, lifting your chest hard up. Breathe through a few times. Good, and then come forward. Position both forearms down front of you on the mat. Forehead on the top of your forearms, and just move your hips side to side. Unless if it's too much for your knee, then don't do this part. And just stay relaxed a little bit. Good, and come back to the center again. Lift up. And just simply keep your left hand out to the left side of your mat and then bring your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Don't be too concerned how far you can reach out, as long as you can create some length and try to press down through your left hip towards the mat, and the right arm goes all the way up. And then come back to the center. Easily, good, and just wiggle, move this right knee back. Okay, let's do the other side. All right, the left knee comes forward. Same idea, keeping your right leg straight, pressing against the mat with both hands. Arms are coming to the side. Again, notice you can move your right foot this time to create a good support for you to balance in the pose. Breathe through. Good, and then come forward as you exhale. Forearms down, forehead down, and do a little bit of a rocking motion side to side. Okay, coming out, lift your head. And again, just bring your right hand outside of the right of your mat. And the left arm goes all the way up again, pressing the right hip down towards the floor as much as you can. Keep reaching up towards the ceiling through the left arm. Breathe through. Good, and then back to center. Left palm down and move your left knee back. Very good, and then once you're back again, you just move your hip to the left and the right side a few times. Good. And now, as you round your back, just notice how much you are able to open the shoulder blades to the side. Press the hip forward. Maintain this round shape in the back. Bring your chin in close to the chest. Breathe in and out a few times. Good, and once you're ready, relax out of the pose. Good, and then move your knees a little bit back behind your hip line, and then press the hip, relax the hip down. At this point, keep both arms straight, and then relaxing the hip down, lifting your chin, and then pulling the shoulders back. Slowly start bending the elbows, bring them close to the body, and then relaxing your hip down. Good. And then start rocking, rolling side to side. You just move nice and slow. Notice how you feel in the back. It could be just a little range of motion you have. That's okay too. And then all the way. Press back and down. Now tuck the toes under, bend your knees and press all the way back. This time bringing both hands all the way to the front of your mat, keeping your hip in the air as high as you can, letting the chest heart to sink towards the mat. Maintain the position for 2 or 3 breaths in and out. Good, and then slowly lift your head back, bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, bring your knees back underneath your hip. Good, and as you extend your right leg back, your left arm forward, just maintain that position. And some of you might feel great to bend your right knee, reaching back with your left hand. If you can, of course, keep your hips square to the mat and lift up. Feel that great stretch in the front, in the shoulders, towards the hip. Let go. Same way you went in, you coming out. Good. Palm down, knee down, move your hip to the left and the right side. And then extend your left leg and your right arm forward. Good. Bend your knee if you're ready. Hold on to your foot. Find your big toe is the hardest part of this pose, and then lifting up. Keep your hip square to the mat. Keep your neck long. Good. Release the pose. Good. Palm down and your knee down. Move your hip to the left and the right side. Good. Now move both feet to the left. Roll back on your sit bones. Bring your feet forward. And just sit somewhere in the middle. Keep both feet hip width apart. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Fingertips are facing forward or backward. Bend the elbows and slowly lean back. Move the feet together and lift them off the mat. Very subtle, gentle engagement in the core. If you want to make it a bit more challenging, you can extend one leg out, press into heel. This is not necessary, only if you feel you want to do a little bit of a core work too today. Back to center, other side. Hold and press. Good. Back to center. Wonderful. And now as you bring the sole of the feet together, bring your upper body back to center and full forward. Relax your head, arms and shoulders down. Let go. Just do a little bit of a motion side to side. Relax the whole upper body. Good. And then let's go back into straight spinal position. Open up your feet. Roll back all the way down. Let's close this floor flow with nice shavasana, relaxing position. Now make sure always that you're coming into your shavasana, you might not feel great with your legs fully extended. So you keep your feet on the mat maybe, or just bring blankets or pillows underneath your knees if you extend your legs out. Always get your shoulder blades flat on the mat, arms away, palms are facing up. Move your shoulders down and away from your ears, long neck position. And very slightly tuck the chin in. And when you are in your shavasana, take a deep breath in, a long breath out. And close your eyes or soft gazing forward. And as you take few deep breaths in and out, just notice how you feel in the body first. So going through your toes, towards your ankles, lower legs and knees. Notice your upper thighs, the hip, core area, your stomach, chest, heart. Notice how your rib cages are closing and opening. Notice your shoulders, arms, elbows, wrists, palms and fingers. Your neck is long. Notice the head. And just let the whole body to melt into your mat. Notice how you feel emotionally right now in the moment, 1 to 10 on a scale. 1, you are not so happy, 10, you are really happy. As you get the number, just breathe it in and exhale it out. You're accepting it and you're letting it go. And the last part is the mind. Try to look at your mind from a bit of a distance, allowing yourself to witness your own thinking, and just maybe notice the speed of your thoughts, the space between them if there's any. And as you take another deep breath in, let everything go that you're ready to release after your practice. And you might stay on your mat a little bit longer or slowly coming up into seated. Just move your fingers, your toes, stretch out a little bit. Once you're ready, roll towards your side and coming up into seated. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope to see you next time. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to follow the classes.